let's see. So I show 6 people so far. That's amazing. Hi, Neil. How are you? There's Circle J Homestead with Sarah and Jimmy. Hello, hello. There is Chris, Texas Raider. Hello, hello. There's Jimmy with Slim Chance Outdoors. Uh, Thank you guys for stopping in and saying hello. Um, so I don't know if y'all got the notification because um, I I used to do like the setting of everything. What do you call it? Uh, like over the weekend. Put a thumbnail and everything. Now I do it on Monday, and I'm like, I don't know if that's enough time for people to like scroll and see that, hey, I'm gonna be live. But hey, I'm live Tuesday, 8 o'clock every time. Unless I put a note out there and say, hey, I'm not having a live. Hi, Rhonda Dotson. Hello. There's Urban Bucket Homestead. Hello, hello. We awake. LOL. um, so I'm gonna put this little banner here because we have another meetup that is about to happen. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna be awake long. That must be Sarah. Mid America meetup, May 16th, 17th, and 18th. Camping and Pavilion, Deep Fork Campgrounds, Eufaula Lake, Eufaula, Oklahoma. Yes, you will. Oh, he's talking to Sarah. Yes, you will. um, so yeah, we're getting pretty excited. We went and seen all the spots and stuff. We checked out our site, and we kind of like it. I mean, it's got plenty of room. Um, y'all probably still hear my chicks over here. They're quiet until I guess they know that I'm about to go live, and they're just like, okay, let's do their little chirping. But if y'all will share this live so that everybody knows that, hey, Leonard Mountain Homestead is live. I know there's a few giveaways going on right now, and there is Chris and Dodge Hippie Callier Homestead. Hello, hello. Do I need to rent a kayak or canoe from Mid America?
Why you look at me?
There's a question. I don't know. I don't know.
They don't have any.
They don't have any as far as I know. That would be a question for Mike at MT Homestead, which they're having their sergeant talks right now. Um, that's what Chris is watching right now. And there is Paul Case. Hello, Paul Case. I don't care. Um, there's Peter, Old Man King Homestead. Hello, Peter. We just shared Mid America on our live. I need to get more information. Um, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. So I'm gonna do this right quick. Because there is I need to put it on my community post. Let's see, a post. And it has all the details of like the scheduled of events. Um, Let me do that right quick, and then you can share that out as well. So let me pull that picture up on my phone. So the Mid America YouTube meetup is May 16th through the 18th. The schedule of events is, hold on, they may be underwater, right? There's Musgrave Family Farm. Hello, hello. Circle J is Sarah. Thank you, Chris, for sharing that out. Let's see, everybody's just saying hi to each other. So I'm gonna turn my phone this way. May 15th, setup party arrives, pre-party dinner at 6 p.m. at Captain John's Steak and Seafood. On that, it shows the address of where that is. And then after dinner, it's social at the pavilion. Then the 16th, which is the day that it goes, because the 15th, the people go early to, help out and stuff like that. 16th, subscribers and creators arrive. Dinner at 6 p.m. at La Finca Mexican Grill. On that, it has the address. And then after the dinner, it's going to be social at the pavilion. May 17th is the community breakfast at 9 a.m. at Pavilion. 1 p.m. is the giveaways at the pavilion. 5 p.m. is the community potluck dinner at the pavilion. And then after the dinner, social at the pavilion. Then the 18th is the community breakfast at 9 a.m. at the pavilion. Clean up the area and then pack up and departure on the 18th.
Police your brass.
So Dodge said scuba diving at noon, right? 99% of the time it's me or Jimmy. Yeah, that's right. We're right next to each other. I bet you are. There's Adventure America. Hello. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sarah, I thought you were a real homesteader redneck, but you did not catch the armadillo and dress it and cook it for. That is hilarious. Yep, he let it get away. Well, let's see. Sweet, I'll bring my gear. Oh, so yeah, I shared that on my community post. So if you want to grab that and share it, I can also send you that that photo as well. So whoever wants it, let me know, and then I will. Let me see. Oh. Well, I'm trying to look. Yeah, I have so many people that have. There you go. I sent it to you, Chris. Hippie Callier Homestead. I sent that to you. Like I said, it has all of everything that I just read on top of the addresses and stuff like that. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. So I haven't put a video out yet, but everybody knows on a homestead, it's not just happy moments. There is times that is hard. You lose animals and stuff. You gain animals, you lose animals. And I lost Big Red. I did not put a video yet, but I did lose Big Red. I do not know how old he was when I got him, because I got him. Well, see, Ryder got him first, gave him to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law gave him to me when I started the homestead. And so Big Red is no longer with us. I was heartbroken over that, because Big Red was my favorite rooster. And chicks, I've never had a problem with chicks since I started hatching. And I am down to, inside here, I am down to like 9 of the 14 chicks. I've done everything that I usually do. Lights, chick feed, water continually. And so I'm down to like 9. And I'm like, well, it's all right. And then another thing that is hard right now is when we got back from 10 Killer, I'm pretty sure some of y'all knew that we didn't have power at the homestead. Chris fixed it, but we lost some of our we had lost power. Didn't know for how long. Obviously it was on Saturday because Christopher came out on Saturday, wasn't it? It was on Saturday. So it must have been off on between Saturday and when we got home Sunday. Okay.
Well, he came Friday.
Did he come Friday? Maybe he came
No, he only
Friday.
did one night, so it was Saturday.
It was Saturday?
I don't know.
Anyways, we don't know how long it was off. So I don't know how it affected my eggs. I have candled them, but like I said, I'm not sure if I'm just gonna give it a few more days and see if they did anything, because hatching eggs, they take about 21 days. So I was so excited because Jack and Dina brought those to me. I've always wanted blue eggs. I wanted to hatch blue eggs so that maybe I could add blue egg layers to my homestead. And I don't know if they're gonna do great after losing power. So I'm hoping they do okay. Because it wasn't opened or anything like that, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna go back to the comment section. Sorry to hear that. Question for YouTubers: did you have to send copy of your driver's license to Google for your AdSense super chat money? Yes, because they have to verify that it is you. And that was the frustrating part, Paul, because they have you take a picture and all that other good stuff, and at first it wasn't working, and you only have so many tries before it says okay. I couldn't verify, but yes, it did. I'm pretty sure you already got the answer for that. And hello, Mickey, Critter Creek. Welcome in. Welcome in. Adventure America did answer your question. Sorry for your loss, Amer. We sure do deal with it on the farm homestead. Yes. And so I will be putting a video out to tell everybody of all my losses, because like I said, being a homesteader, you only get so much on certain pages. You get the good stuff, and hey, you see all the animals and stuff, and I like to be real. Like, I did have some loss, like, because homesteading, you do have some loss. My gardening, I need to redo it because I left my seeds. That's why I haven't had an update on my seeds, because I left my seeds outside and it stormed, and boom, they're gone. So my starters are gone, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to restart. And Chris got me some great supplies yesterday from, he brought them in, and I'm going to start my seeds there. So yeah, sorry to hear this. I had some last year and lost power during 10 killer. See, yeah. Amy, Chris, you're going to help me with the 2 bunnies? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was waiting for you at 10 killer, and I was like, well, Mickey hadn't brought my bunnies. But yes, I am totally prepared to take over some bunnies. I did critter and responded when I got home from work. There is Jovita. Thank you so much. Let's see. I was in the kitchen making dinner. Ooh, dinner. Nice. Let's see. Everybody saying hi to each other. I love to see that. It is good to see Jovita in the chat, isn't it? How's the weather over there, Jovita? It was raining earlier. I don't know if it's raining now. Did it stop?
No, it's not. It's not raining.
It's not raining. All right. There is Tina. Rainy Ridge, hello, hello. Tell Eric we said hello. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video, so be prepared for that, because like I said, I'm gonna explain what I've lost, how many I'm down to. um you know uh I mean, I still have Coco is my bunny. I still have her, and like I said, I still have my 9 chicks over here. um I still have some of my hens and stuff. I still have my girls. And the good thing about um keeping a rooster that looked just like um Big Red, he's still out here with my new girls that I had. I still call them new girls, but they're my last hens that I had got. So yeah. Let me see. It's hot and humid. Woo! I will be bringing you a surprise, Amy and Chris, to Mid America. Oh, we got a surprise coming. There is the jar. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, just be prepared for that. And like I said, for those who are coming to Mid America, I did put out a video showing, um, you know, some of the spots in our little adventure there. I did not go live for that one. Jesse and Lisa were live, so I didn't want to interrupt their live, so I just did a video. We are liking our spot because it is right across, right across from our spot is the um is the bathrooms, and we're liking that. The water is up, and it's probably going to be up more, because we are getting the rain. So just be prepared. Be prepared. There is Lynette Lawrence. Hello, hello. Awesome. She's getting critters from the creek. Ladybug and Cookie. Aw, Ladybug and Cookie. Aw. Uh, Chris, does she ever let you speak? Look at that face. Listen. Okay, after the lives are over, I go and do all the, where um you put all the tags and stuff like that, and then it gets doing this thing. I like to rewatch my lives. You know why? Because of the faces he makes when I'm talking, because I'm looking here at you guys, I'm talking, and he's making faces over here at times. So that's why I rewatch the lives. So
We?
I rewatch the lives because of his faces. Yup. He said, we? We? Did you go to, what is that? Is it Paris? We? Who says that?
Yes, that's French.
Yeah, French. We? Close to the bathroom is a good place to be. Yes, it is. I really like the backdrop. Thank you. Every time I explain the backdrop, I always show the tippity top of that. I just love it. It's a blanket. We put it up. We put it up there, so people could see. And I'd have something really pretty in the back. So I guess that's a no. Comic relief. He said yes in French, right? We. There's Emily. Amy, you're funny. I can't watch myself. Yes, we. Oi, it's French.
No, that's how you spell we.
Yeah, we. Oh, we.
O-U-E is
Oi,
we.
oi,
That's Mexican. Ooh.
oi. Oh man. Hope you're not. Are you gonna tell my Amy how many tats do you have, Ella? Since I can see them. Um. Oh, you would put me on the spot. Let's see. I have close to 20.
Yeah, so
I think I have close to 20. Yeah. Said, let me get it together. I'd have to recount them because I got these two. These are my two newest ones. It's for Corbin and Amaria. So I'm still not done. I'm still not done because I have to get one for William and um, you know, all the babies, all the grandbabies. We still above water. There you go. Yeah. So this one is a stethoscope. Because I was a CNA, so nursing is on my heart. This one is a remembrance tattoo right here. They all have a meaning, y'all. I don't just go to a tattoo parlor or have somebody tattoo something that I'm gonna regret later. All of my tattoos have meanings behind them. I'm behind. I only got 4. Yes, you need to catch up. He told me one time before, look, here comes a face. If I don't look at him, I know he's going to make a face. So he told me one time that I was grounded from getting any more tattoos.
Yeah, we see how that worked.
That didn't work. That was about, what, 10 tattoos ago?
Right.
Oh, man. Regerts. Yeah, I've seen those horrible tattoos of, wow, I cannot believe they paid for that. Are they still awfully expensive? Well, it just depends on who you go to. I have a few people that tattoo from home. So, yeah. And when you go 10 tattoos ago, 10 tattoos ago, yes. About 10 tattoos ago, he told me that I was grounded from getting any more so that he could catch up with me. Because he has let's see. You have 4?
4.
Oh, he has 4. So, Tina, you and Chris need to catch up.
I have my leg, my back, my shoulder, and my hand.
And your hand.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
my back is rather
Yeah.
a lot of ink.
Yeah.
So I might have more
I don't know.
physical ink.
Maybe
that's
not now.
That's a lot of filling.
I know,
back
but
there.
I have a lot of ink on me from, how bad is the pain?
It's in between stubbing your toe and shooting yourself in the forehead.
No.
It's somewhere between.
No,
yes,
it's
it is.
not.
Yes, it
No.
is. Because stubbing your toe is nothing and shooting yourself in the forehead is rather extreme. So it's somewhere between.
Okay, let's see. Podcast. If you get them done at the vet clinic, they're not too pricey and out back of the biker bar. There is Sister Evelyn. Hello, hello. You are not late. Amy, check Messenger. No, I think about let's see. Yeah, it depends on where you get them. That's awful. LOL. The top of my foot wasn't as bad
but
as I thought it would be. Feels like cat scratch. Yeah, I think that was a little sensitive, but it didn't hurt bad. Like, I think the one that hurt the most was probably, I wouldn't even say my hand.
I thought the hand would hurt because there's not much muscle tissue.
I think
it's
it was
just
on my
bone
leg,
right there.
the small lettering.
But if I had to say,
hi, Julie.
I would say probably right on my shoulder blades because there's literally nothing there. So when they get like right on top of a bone, there's no muscle tissue. So I would say probably right on the tips of your shoulder blade down there.
Yeah, I think when it's on a bone, like when it gets really close to the bone, because like when they were doing the small lettering for one of mine,
it didn't feel great, but I think right on my shoulder blades was probably
Sarah says her ribs hurt the most.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of nerves underneath here. Yeah, so.
Well, yeah, there's that. No muscle tissue.
Yeah.
On the shoulder. Might hurt enough.
No muscle tissue on your hands.
Yeah.
All the muscles on the palm side of your hand, not on the back side of your hand.
Worse was base of neck.
Yeah, there's a lot of collarbone and stuff like that. Yeah.
Tina said she slept through the one on her back.
I about fell asleep because it took so dang long.
Let's see. I was busy yawning and shivering to care. Oh man. So we do have one of our tattoos. So we got a couple's tattoo. And if you see us apart, and I've got mine redone over and over, and ink on my hand does not stay. Like, it will not stay for nothing. Like, there's still some on there, but I got half the letters and he got half the letters. Okay, so if that makes sense. But when we lock hands and it's the hand that we hold, it says my soulmate. So it makes no sense when we're apart, but when we're together, it says my soulmate. So wonder if they could tap me a thumb on it. It might help with the counting. Paul. Hi, Lori Carp.
Amy, why?
Amy, why?
Amy, why what? You're behind.
Yeah. Why? Why does the ink not stay? I don't know. Like, I've had several.
You had to have a lot of yours touched up.
Yeah, I've had to have a lot of mine touched up.
And they were done correctly. It wasn't like a crappy tattoo job. It's just, I don't know.
I don't know. Ink just won't stay for me very well. In certain places, it won't stay. But I have had a lot of mine touched up.
I've never had to have mine touched up at all.
Hi, Tim Mason.
At all.
There is Lori Carp. There's Julie Cook. I said hi. If I missed someone, long time no see. Georgia Skin doesn't hold white ink. Mine's ink altogether. Like, now, once they get touched up, I guess with a certain ink, it will stay, because my my one right here, when I got it touched up, some of it has stayed. So I don't know. I have not seen you in so long, Lori Carp. My colors have faded too, but it's been 45 years. LOL. Oh. So yeah. Y'all get all kinds of chat subjects and everything on Leonard Mountain Homestead. But yeah, it's good. It's I don't hide mine, because I don't have, and I don't put down anybody who has skull tattoos or anything like that. That's them. That's them. I won't have any. But like I said, all of mine mean something. Let's see.
Yeah, they mean something. At one point, you had too much money.
I need to get the color on my chest tattoo retouched up. Oh man. Let's see. Let's see. I have tattooed a lot of calf's ears. That ink they use stays. You could try it, but if you moo in your sleep, I had nothing to do with it. It's okay, Emily. Hey, it's a subject I'm not afraid to answer any questions that are, it's a new subject. I usually have my tattoos covered in videos and stuff, because it had been cold. So I had, long sleeve shirts. So it's getting hotter outside, so I'm wearing not so much of the undershirts or whatever, but I'll wear sleeveless shirts and stuff like that. So my tattoos are being shown. Let's see. let me go ahead. It's already been 30 minutes and chat's flying, and that's cool and everything. But everybody knows I like to have people come up um, and chit chat and stuff. So I'm gonna share that link, and then I'm gonna hold on, hold on. I'm gonna share that. Doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna I'm not share it, but I'm gonna pin it. Pin message. Yes, wear them proudly. That is correct. Our bodies are our temples, and any good temple is taken care of and decorated. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, so I shared that. I pinned it. So yeah, let's see. Well, look at this. It is not Paul Case for the first time. It is
Imagine that.
a Gil.
Imagine that. Not Paul Case for the first time.
I know. Not the first one on panel. Well, we are sorry, Johnny, that we missed your race. I heard it was great.
Yeah,
You know?
there's a video.
Yes, there is a video. There is a video. William had his birthday party at the same time. It started at noon, and we had a lot of family come out there for William's party. So, but we hated that we missed your race because we always like, especially if you're close, to go and support. You
Yeah,
at your races.
yeah. I won some money.
Nice.
I did work. I mean, me and the car, we did work. So,
Nice.
yeah, it was pretty amazing. It was on the street, so it was street racing, and yeah, pretty amazing. So I see a lot of folks saying hello and
Yep.
hello. I see somebody saying happy birthday, Johnny. Should I save it up for next year or go back a couple of months?
Everybody saying awesome, Johnny. Congratulations. Yeah, it was. That's why I asked you what time it was, because we were trying to figure out, okay, if we spend a little time over here at the party, then we'll head over here, and then after your race, we were gonna go see, our spots and stuff. But
Yeah,
it
we
was at the
left
same
right
time.
at dark, and we got there. We were supposed. It's so crazy. We were supposed to be there. 10:30 was whenever we had to be signed in. We had to be paid in. We had to be signed in at 10:30. That's when they said the cutoff was for racers.
Okay.
So we figured up. I was, of course, last minute getting things ready and stuff like that, trying to get the car ready to go and stuff, and got it just you know skin of our teeth. Got ready. We figured out we had about 15 minutes of time
Uh-huh.
that we could play with. So I said, we're going to swing through the McDonald's here, in Tahlequah.
Uh-huh.
You jump out. I'll swing around into the other parking lot there that's big enough to hold the car and the trailer. As she was going to go in and get something for us to eat. And whenever she got out and I drove past her with the trailer, she realized, hey, one of the back tires is flat on the trailer. So she called me and she said, hey, you have a flat on the trailer. I said, no way. So anyway, I ran over, I guess, a piece of steel about that thick, wide somewhere. I don't even know what it is. It's in my tread and it's about that wide. And I guess the tire probably just went whoosh, when it hit it. And but luckily, I had that cool Milwaukee 3/4 inch impact, a a floor jack right there on the back of the truck, and my wife, as soon as she got over there, she was on tire duty. She was doing the pit, grabbing, going to get a tire, taking a tire, et cetera, et cetera. So it took us less than 5 minutes to change our flat, and we were on the road. So we made it in time is what I'm getting at. Man, I got
Hi, Paul.
Hey, there's Paul Honeyman. There's Sarah. Sarah, I accepted your friend request finally.
on purpose.
On purpose.
I accepted it on purpose, even though it was an accidental one.
That is hilarious.
So, is everybody ready to go to Mid-America?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We will be ready. We're not ready right yet, but we will be.
Yeah, that's what I should say too. We'll be ready. Because we're gonna be taking the trailer, with the grill and everything. So,
and possibly a boat.
Yeah, I think I heard Mike talking about you were bringing the big blue roll around thing and the Blackstone and
yep,
the off grid refrigerator.
Yeah, the off grid refrigerator.
Saw it this morning. Said and immediately said, "Oh look, he accidentally accepted it."
Oh, Evelyn said not going to make Mid-America, but will be at Pinecone, Fred.
Oh.
Hey, nice. Be looking forward to seeing you again, Evelyn. For sure.
I could hang out with that guy. I've watched videos. I could hang out with
Anson.
I've never met him, but from what I've seen on his videos and the personality, I think I get along with Anson just fine.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Seems like a pretty chill dude.
Yep. Well, yeah, I just shared the the events that's going to happen at Mid-America, because I can't remember, was that Mike that shared it or somebody shared it, and so I put it on my community posts, like all where they're going to be eating and stuff, and when breakfast is going to be and stuff like that. So
I found out from you that I was cooking.
Yeah.
I was bringing the Blackstone anyways, because we'll use it at the campsite. If if I'm not cooking breakfast like at 10 Killer, I'll still use it. So I'm still bringing it. And then apparently Mike was on a live and was like, "Yeah, Chris is gonna come and help cook." I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah." You're gonna have your Blackstone.
I hadn't talked to him, so I didn't know. So I was like, "Well, I'm bringing it one way or the other." So
that's what I heard. I heard it on Mike's live that you were bringing it,
and that's fine. Yeah. I told him last year at 10 Killer, like I told you, I was like, "If you need anything, let me know." So I guess he remembered me saying that and took it to heart, which is fine. Like I said, I'm gonna bring it one way or the other. So if they don't need help, I would just use it at the campsite. If they do need help, I'll drag it over there and use it over there. I don't care. I'm gonna eat one way or the other.
I think that's one of the main things I like about the meetups. I like it when we all get together and go eat. Yeah. Well, there she is. Oh, accident herself.
I just shared the schedule for Mid-America on Rendezvous Facebook too. That's awesome. Hi, Lori.
I've always called Sarah an accident.
Hi, Beth.
No, Ryder.
Well, we know everybody knows Ryder's an accident. You don't just automatically take 11 years.
Turn your phone.
Yeah. Turn your phone.
There you go.
It's okay. She's new.
I'm in bed.
So am I, but my camera's the right way.
This new job is kicking my butt.
Well, this is my old job, and it sucks too. Having a job in general sucks.
Oh, there's Jimmy.
Yeah, I can see Jimmy there.
Yeah, there's Jimmy.
Well,
So what spot are you in, Johnny?
He don't know.
I,
He's gonna drive around until he sees
I
Jesse.
honestly, I do not know. All I know is if I get next to Jesse and Lisa, I'm in the right spot.
Hopefully, you're on the right side of them, not
Right.
Right. I
left
mean,
or right, Jesse. Left or right,
I
Hi,
hope they know.
Kevin.
right.
So, new jobs and stuff like that. I spent, with all this rain we've been getting and stuff like that, I've been needing to spray badly out
Hi,
here in
Ace.
our parking area because our parking and all around the shops and stuff like that, it's not the best dirt in the world, but stuff grows out of it. And, it's rocky and everything like that. But I don't want anything to grow out of it. So, with all the rain we've had and how busy we've been and stuff like that, I hadn't been able to get to it. Well, I finally was able to get to it today. So before I was able to get it sprayed, I think I had 4 hours before it rained, I got it sprayed. So there was 4 hours of drying on it. It's what I'm getting at. The spray got into the plants. So hopefully that will start looking a lot better around here. And then
Isn't that kind of funny how that works? You can plant something right over there and feed it, and it won't grow.
it'll die.
Yeah, the weeds will grow in the driveway with no help at all. It's annoying.
Yeah. The whole week is supposed to be rainy. I think
It's supposed to stop.
Thursday is.
Yeah.
I think that's about the last day this week, isn't it?
Another good weekend. So without rain.
Sometimes you only need 30 minutes for spray to work. Well, that's good because sometimes I've only had 30 minutes for spray to work, and it seemed to have worked. But I still got that new sprayer that I got at the auction. I brought the tractor home, and I've got to get it all set up and everything and get it working right and stuff. Okay. This just in. This just in. This was dropped literally right in front of me just now. We are in spot DF 044. And I literally had no idea
it's over there on the way out.
Yeah.
When you
44.
circle around, because the ones where they were at were like 25 to 50 or something like that. So it's over there.
They're in that area over there. Yep.
We're straight across. We're like straight across the grass from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Yeah,
there.
so they're not too far from where the one spot we have.
The one spot? How many spots do you have, Sarah?
Well, I had until today I had 2. I had 25 and 27, which they're like right by each other.
And now you only have 1?
Yeah, because the map shows 25 as being like a nice size camper spot. And when we went, it's not even a spot. Yeah,
it really shouldn't even be a spot.
No.
On the map, it looks like you got these little roads on each side of it, and you got this perfect little triangle all to yourself. And it's like sweet, and you get there, and it's like
it is so close to 27 that we couldn't even get a tent on 25.
Yeah, it's not what it looks like.
Well, did you guys see this spot that we have? Did you guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Does it look like it'll handle our camper?
Yeah, the ones over there.
Yeah.
I mean, was the only one. The only problem I thought of,
I swear, is the only one that looked like crap.
That little area down there, once you get past like 25, 27, 29, and it kind of curves around there. Remember when we walked down through there where the ice cream man was coming up behind us? That's getting close to where he's going to be at. And the only problem I saw down there was the angle from when you're pulling down the main road when you have to back into your spot. some of them aren't real great, and the road you're pulling down isn't very wide. So you have to know how to back your trailer in there. It's not for everybody. So
what he's saying is you'll have no problem.
Yeah, John. I'm not worried about Johnny at all. But I mean,
you'll be good.
But you got to think about it. Like, what if you get a guy who just went and bought a camper and he's new?
Hi, Tony.
He's going to have some problems trying to get it jackknifed in there because the road you're driving down isn't very wide. It's not like a 2-lane highway. It's like a single car fits down this road, and the angles just aren't super great. They could be better.
So
it could be better.
I would have
bring a dozer if I have to.
Right. we can make them better.
Hi, Greg and Donna. Hi, Trey.
That's the only thing I thought
Tony.
of when we walked down between like all the way through 25 to 50 back up to like where we were on the way out. That's the only thing I noticed when we were walking around. It's like, hey, the angles were way better at Pinecone Fest. You drive down this road and you almost just angle a little left and back straight into the spot at Pinecone. Right. They were great angles. Down here, some of them are okay, and some of them are like, dang, that's going to be tough. Like,
and
depending on how long the camper is, that might be real rough.
And did you notice too? They're weird angles to each other. Like
some
one
of
is
them
like coming like this, and the other's like this. Like the ends of your campers are going to be almost touching.
It's kind of
weird angles.
So
hey, for those folks that you just threw up there, I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah. Duncan Family Farm, Donna and Greg, hello. Trey is in the chat. Trey, our Louisiana Life is in chat.
Trey is in the chat. Holy crap.
Tony is in chat. Hello, Tony.
So why?
Go ahead.
Why we say we had Johnny is because Amy and we decided that we're gonna bunk with them by their site and let the kids have the big site we bought.
You say kids, but they're adult children.
Yeah, I say kids, but there are kids, but they're almost all of them
adult children.
Yeah.
We're not putting the 6, 7, and 8-year-olds over there by themselves.
No, I mean
absolutely not.
Although if I had a 6, 7, 8-year-old, I might. Like, hey, y'all go over there and leave me the crap alone.
Yeah, we have big kids, so they're gonna camp on the site we rented.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So is Trey coming? Is Trey going to come to this one and bring ice cream?
I heard that he's coming and he's going to bring ice cream.
Oh,
that's
really?
What I heard.
He couldn't make it to 10 Killer, but he can make it to the. Okay, I got you, Trey. I see how it works.
I heard before 10 Killer, he said he was going to switch shifts with a guy and go to 10 Killer, and then me no see Trey.
Hi, Derek. Yeah, that's what I heard on a live. So you can hear things on a live all day.
When I see him walk up. Until then, it is hearsay.
Why does it stink to be you, Paul? I hear there's going to be some pretty good places to go eat over there.
Yeah, they have some listed on that little photo.
One's the Mexican place. Is that Friday night or Saturday night? What is it?
Let me look again.
I think it was the first night.
I heard I have to cook more for this one than I did for 10 Killer.
Yeah. Let's see. The 16th is at a place called La Finca Mexican Grill.
And you're the Mexican. I guarantee you're butchering that.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. Oh, you're not coming to Mid-America, Paul?
Oh, he's leaving Sunday to go to school for work.
Who is?
That's what Trey said. He says, no, Trey can't leave Sunday to go to school for work.
Oh, Trey's going to go to school for work, and Paul says won't be at Mid America to eat any of Trey's ice cream. So, well, I guess you won't anyway because
You're
Trey's
not gonna miss
make
it then.
So.
There you
Paul says, "Guess what, everybody? I don't care either."
I don't care, says Duncan family.
go. Don't care.
Oh,
You
that is
know,
hilarious.
I'm going to share something with y'all I read on Facebook. I'm a member of some Tahlequah groups and stuff like that on Facebook, and somebody went down to apparently to the Princess where we all ate, and they had some issues with some of the equipment that they use to cook. You remember these folks are new at this restaurant thing, right?
Right.
Paul, I don't care. Anyway, so anyway, they were having some issues and couldn't cook. I don't know where it was a fryer or what it was, but they couldn't cook everything that they needed to do. Paul Honeyman, there's a video. So anyway, they couldn't. So they decided to just sell ice cream because they couldn't cook. Okay. So they told everybody that they could, they could come on down and get an ice cream and stuff like that. And a lot of people got upset because they were having some kind of difficulties. And instead of just shutting completely down, they decided to stay open and sell ice cream to folks that were out around the lake, which I thought was very nice of them to do.
Right.
And I went on there after all these people got done griping about them. I went on there and told them that folks that we had the best time there. They treated us great. Almost all of us great.
Right.
Duncan.
But we don't care.
And we love the food, and we're looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
And they told
us it was a blast.
It was great.
Yeah.
So I know there's a video, Johnny, but I haven't had. Well, then you'll know whenever you watch it. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. I got money. So there you go.
Yo, I already watched it. It is great. Go watch it. Go watch it all. Johnny did good.
Did you like it, Jimmy?
Yes, I liked it.
He was watching it. We watched it when I got home from work.
I watched it. Go watch it. Anybody that ain't watched Johnny's video, go watch it. Worth the watch.
Well, wait. Let's let Amy have her live and Chris.
Go watch it after the live.
When we get off the
I'm
live,
telling you, it
In its entirety. See, I know some people are like, okay, if you watch a video for a few seconds, it counts as a thing. It still hurts a channel, I think, if they only watch a few minutes of it and then click off and go to the next.
watch the whole video.
What do you call it?
Start to end.
Not the algorithm.
Thing.
It is the
analytics. Jimmy, did you think it was ever going to take off?
I don't know.
Did you? Really, did you think the video was going to take off whenever you see me just taking a foot pedal out of a car?
It starts off like that and then gets to the point where you got a video camera under the car with the smoke coming off the
wheel. My gosh. He's sitting here going, oh, there's under the car footage. Oh, he's under the
I want to say this. My whole life, I've always wanted to do a burnout like that. I said, hey, Sarah, you think Johnny would ever let me just burn out in his car one time?
No.
Just one time.
Big parking lot empty.
One time.
No.
Just one time.
No.
And that's so awesome.
I just kept telling
it's so awesome.
I think that's probably the best part about when we do go to the races is when we're right up there, like on the line with you and we're videotaping the burnout. I love that smell.
It's so done so long. The
it's
burnout.
Probably something wrong with me for saying that, but I like that smell. It's like diesel. I like the smell of diesel.
The part
the smell from my dad being on the fire department when I was little. We used to go start all the fire trucks certain days of the week, and just the smell of the trucks running and stuff. I don't know. I got grown. I'm fond of just doing that. I mean, but the smell of that burnout part, I bet it's amazing.
Yeah, I like it too. I've
Yeah, I bet
been racing ever since I was in my teens. So
that you spend a lot of time in the motor in the car, and yours shines like
He's fangirling over here.
whenever you pull up, your car is so shiny compared to some of them other people. Like they didn't spend, maybe they ain't worked long enough on their car, but I know you've got a lot invested into that.
well,
That
you mean the paint on that car?
and that
You know, the paint on that car has been theirs. I think it was painted in the '90s.
wow.
Yeah.
Compared to some of them other people in the video, they ain't put as much work as you have in your car, then, because it ain't
Well, I
shining like
mean,
that.
chrome won't get you home. You know, we always said that a lot. So it isn't all about how it looks. I mean, that fast doesn't have to look good.
Yeah, but what he's getting at is yours still looks good and
it
Well, I
runs good.
appreciate it, Jimmy. Thank you.
You can tell Johnny, like, he cares about his car.
Yeah.
And not just throwing a bunch of metal together and making it go fast and not caring how it looks. He cares that it looks good too. I mean, going fast is the point of all of it. But you gotta take some pride in it too, because
man.
Oh, Lori says she hates burning rubber smell.
I want to tell you
one
thing.
Come on, Lori. Come on, Lori.
I want to tell you one thing that happened this weekend that was very awkward to me, because I'm not like this. I'm not that type of person. But there was this boy that came up. I'd say he's probably 18 to 20. He came walking up to us and he asked if I would sign his shirt. And I was like, I mean,
Johnny, the famous YouTuber. I knew Johnny was famous.
And so anyway, Christine found a felt tip pen. I didn't even know we had one anywhere around. She found a blue felt tip pen. So I signed his shirt, and then another couple came up and wanted their shirt signed. But it was so weird to me because I'm not used to anything like that at all. I'm getting to where I'm making my videos more and more and more without me saying or doing anything. I mean, I'm doing, but not saying, and stuff like that. So, but anyway, so it was really weird to me. Very, very weird. But, anyway, I hope they liked it. No, y'all can quit that crap because I don't like. Quit that, Tony. Quit.
Stop.
Stop. Derek, stop. Stop.
Johnny. Famous YouTuber.
Like
Tony,
famous race car driver.
Rock star, yeah.
Hey, I do have to say, and Tony can back me up on this one. I better get that out of the live. They're gonna ding us because I'm playing with
stop
stuff that YouTube don't like on lives. Anyway, when we were up there at the line when we were in Salisaw, every time you went through there, everybody up there knew exactly who you were, and were scared.
Yes,
like that conversation between other people up there was hilarious. Me and Tony got a kick out of that a lot because it was always like over in the corner, hushed, like I know that guy and he's fast. I ain't going against that. It was hilarious. Me and Tony we got good laughs out of it.
No.
Chris.
I will not do it. I don't care.
I'm behind.
Amy's next tattoo. I don't care.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, there's Tony right there. He confirmed it.
Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah, he has respect in Arc City too, right?
Yeah.
Right. Those guys. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, but we had a good time. And, normally I don't run nitrous, but the 2 last passes, the ducks were all gone. We have a saying, there's eventually a point in the racing that your ducks are all gone. Well, Reaper was the first duck. So I took out Reaper in the first round. And, Reaper of Street Outlaws, I guess. So, whenever the ducks are all gone, then you got to take chances, and I took chances on the last 2. We put some horsepower to it. So you guys have never seen it run on nitrous.
I thought you did in Salisal.
I thought you had
a couple times.
I don't think you've ever seen me run nitrous.
Huh?
No.
No. I've never run it when you guys have been there.
Oh. Well, I thought he had.
I don't think he was racing anybody. It was when he was doing runs.
Okay, no, they haven't. Christine had to go in there.
No.
Hi, Miss Christine.
We did a lot of taking the bottle in and out of the car, but we actually running it, nah, we don't usually.
I remember one time you said you went up there and you purged it, but then
I flipped it off.
Flipped it off. Yeah. We were there for that. You're like, dang it! I went over there and just smoked everybody, thinking that I was going to run NOS, and then there wasn't any because I flipped the stupid switch off.
Yeah, still won.
Right, well, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Who was a big baby?
Yeah, who's the big baby?
I think she was talking about Reaper because somebody said I wish they could see his
Oh
face.
yeah, they lost so much money. It was crazy. People were betting money. There was money flying everywhere out there, and there, I don't know how many people bet him on that race, and he was having to pay all these people, and it was crazy. And then the big upset was my third round. And that guy, they expected to win the entire deal. I mean, he was the odds-on favorite to win it all. And I took him out. So, even though you guys haven't watched it yet, you'll get to see it. So,
yeah.
if you watch it.
Oh, there ain't no if.
We will.
It's when.
Yeah. You've already watched it, right?
Christine will be signing on. I'm going to give me one of those auto pen things. I'm just going to give it to Christine and say, here, put this on people's shirts. Isn't that what Biden did?
Remember, like the principal at the school where you just got a stamp and you just
stamp. Yep.
The stamp.
Hit a little stamp.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Derek liked it. Thanks, Derek.
Your other eye's gonna be hurting.
Well, I was really rushing on that one, trying to get it out, because these race videos, it's not like an auction video. I can sit on an auction video for 2 or 3 weeks, but a race video, you got to put it out whenever it's still hot, or it doesn't go. And but anyway, yeah. I got it out.
Is it because there's other people that were there that have videos and the time frame is more important?
There were several thousand people there, and they'll be searching right after that's over. They'll be searching YouTube for Shakota Street, the Shakota Street Race. They will be searching for they call it the Battle at Big Elk Creek. They'll be doing all that stuff.
Oh, Paul!
Oh my goodness! I charged $5 for my
$5 for her autograph. There you go. You better have your money ready.
Oh, that video had 423 views already.
Do you hear that?
What?
423 views already.
Let me look. I don't know what's got.
Love you
Let's see it.
too, Christine.
People looking at it right now.
Derek said he'll give her $2.
I want my
$2. I want my $2.
I want my $2.
It's got 648 views.
Wow,
Yeah, so
648.
like so like YouTube doesn't automatically
Show
show
They
them.
don't
all the
show
views.
it
It gives it
on
yeah,
my analytics. They show it a lot different than they
Yeah.
show it to everybody else.
Yeah.
It says 423 on
It shows 423 on our side right now.
yeah. It hasn't
Right.
updated yet.
Hey, there's Drops. Howdy, Drops.
Yeah, Drops. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you heard that. Let's see. And watch, I will say it again, no matter whose video you're watching, watch it all the way through. All the way through, because it helps with the analytics on the channel. So
Bigify. You over here getting
Hold on.
closer to the screen?
I know I'm getting closer to the screen. I'll bigify it. Hold on.
There we go. 654.
654.
654. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And leave a comment, even if it's just like, I'm here or something.
Yeah,
It doesn't
leave a
matter. Yeah,
comment.
just something.
Say, hey, that was
You
cool.
want to unbigify?
You better give me $2 million for my autograph when you use my money.
What?
Let's see. Yes, comments help with the analytics. Y'all, I will go back through and I respond to every single comment. I will
know.
like and I will do it.
Paul, shut up.
Somebody's gonna make a shirt. I see it coming.
No, it ain't coming. It ain't happening.
Johnny is a rock star with
Nope,
his car.
no rock
See?
star.
Watch.
Nope.
Somebody's gonna do it, Johnny.
Nope, it ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Mickey was in here earlier.
So
I
I'm
know,
looking.
Ricky was
I'm
in here
looking
earlier.
forward to seeing all you guys that you follow,
Yes.
and us hanging out and having a good time and eating some good food and kicking back and all that good stuff. And Chris, I will certainly help you cook, and stuff like that. So I mean, I guess that's the least we could do for the meetup over there is make sure you got stuff. What you got? She's standing right here with a fly swatter.
Be nice.
Hi,
Be
Ginger.
nice.
Hello. I gotta go back to work, but you better behave.
I gotta behave. Hey, Ginger. Ginger's here.
Jimmy crack corn and why
Yeah,
not?
and I don't care.
Not Johnny is a rock star and I don't care.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's the way I feel about it. Man, I play guitar. Got 50 songs never published. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I know somebody made a YouTube channel out of something like that. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
What?
So,
No
let's
way.
get to another adventure. Come on.
You're never late when you come into Leonard Mountain Homestead's life.
Right.
So, yeah,
On Tuesday night.
especially on Tuesday night.
Right.
You're never late.
Yeah. I mean, this thing will probably still be going. No telling when. So did you set a time frame for tonight, Amy?
No, I have not.
Oh.
No, I have not. Tony would like to know when is the next race, Johnny.
The next race for us, unless we can get another street race, because we're really digging the street race stuff. I'm going to check. It might be Hartshorn. There's a big street race at Hartshorn we might go to. And other than that, it might be Norwalk, Ohio. We might be going to Norwalk, Ohio with it. And then we've got the Kansas race that Amy and Chris came to last year. And so those are some I know of. Now there might be something thrown on. I know the guy that puts on the midnight drags at Tulsa was really wanting me to come to that.
Oh, that's right here in our backyard. We'll definitely be looking at that one.
What, Tulsa?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Woolley actually puts on the midnight drags at Tulsa, and he was announcing at this thing that they had this week, that little thing I went to this weekend. He was over there. He really wants me to bring the GTO up for the midnights.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The only thing I don't like about Tulsa is no matter how fast something looks, because of where you're sitting and those bleachers way up above the track, and it's so far over there, and then there's that concrete wall beside it where you can't even really see the bottom part of the car. You see like from the window up, the side window up, kind of, from where you're at. Everything to me looks slow at Tulsa, even though it's fast. I mean, they run some fast stuff. It just looks, the appearance is slow, as opposed to Salisaw. When we go down to Wilsey's, even something that's slow looks blisteringly fast there because of the way you're standing, track level, below, or et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he's not reading it. He's going to play Nickelback Rock Store. No, that's not what's going to happen. What is the September dates on the Arkansas City race? Let me look.
Was that September of last year? Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might have been October. I know they've done them between September and October, but I think it was September. Julie probably knows.
September.
But that race, the Ark City race, is going to be. Carry on. Y'all don't have to wait on me to say anything.
That one in Kansas?
Yeah, it's in Kansas.
Yep.
It's just across the border in Kansas, though.
It was a good drive. I mean, It was not like it was a long, long drive. It was a good drive. Like, we had fun going there and coming back.
That one is going to be September 19th and 20th.
Well, I was gonna say road trip, Amy, but those dates just ruined it. I can't. We'll be elk hunting.
I'd go elk hunting too.
We're all going elk hunting for Slim Chance Outdoors, so
I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd be all about the elk hunting for sure.
Yeah,
where are y'all going?
I'm pretty excited.
Where are y'all going?
What's it called, babe?
I think it's
I'm just going. I don't know what it's called, where we're going. He's looking it up.
It isn't in Colorado, is it?
No, it's a ranch here in Oklahoma, actually.
Oh, okay.
Trails End.
Trails End. Mm-hmm. Is it high fence?
Yes. Right?
I believe
so. I'm not positive.
We have elk pretty close to us over here. They come off the Nichols Nature Preserve.
Yeah.
But that's a low fence, and it's a non-hunting, type deal. But he had a big elk hunt, and they get off and they travel. And sometimes if they, a lot of people around have killed elk that have traveled off of that elk or off that preserve. So I got you, Derek.
We haven't been there. He hasn't been there before, so he's not sure if it's a high fence or not, or if it's.
It has to be because it's not very regular elk.
Yeah, it has to be.
Elk
Yeah.
season is deer season in Oklahoma, so it has to be something.
That is crazy. I was
So
seeing
you
that.
guys aren't going to get to come to Kansas. Man, you guys missed a good one though in at Chakota. Oh my
I know.
goodness. I bet there was 5,000 people there at that race. It was
Jesus.
wild.
We literally were planning on being there, and then we went like literally at 9 a.m. Marissa texted and was like, "Don't forget today's the party," and I went, "Glad you texted me because we did forget. Like we were gonna go fishing and race, and we had the whole day planned, and
Forgot about. We did. Forget
yeah,
about.
we had to go.
They did a break
We
every
were like,
4 hours.
Marissa, thank God she reminded us because I forgot it was that week.
See, Julie Cook had never been to the drag races before. And she went the one time, the time before you guys came last year. And now she's just going to the race. I mean, she just, every once in a while, she just goes out to the track and watches racing.
That's cool.
And she never did it before. Tony, how often do we freshen up the engine? Well,
Nice.
I keep track of the passes, and what I do is I watch the ET and I see when it starts, if it starts dropping. I mean, it's going to be, this engine actually has steel rods and stuff like that in it. So it's not like I'm an aluminum rodded engine and I have to, change them on a certain time. I just watch ET. And mainly, probably it's just going to be like valve. It's going to be the valve springs and stuff like that would end up needing to be changed. It's got about an inch of lift on the valve, so they could easily go away. Good night, Trey.
Good night, Trey.
Even though I barely even knew you were there.
And a drop says he's smoking ribs tomorrow.
Eat dirt. Okay. Thanks, Drop. Evelyn has elk running all over her over there.
Uh-huh.
They
walk downtown Ruidoso every day and aren't scared of people.
Don't tempt him. He'll come help you out.
We can eradicate some of that problem.
Yeah, you got a problem. I'm sure Johnny would too,
Oh, I'd love to get, I've killed an elk before. I've gotten one. I got it out in the Wichita Mountains on that draw hunt.
Oh, yeah.
So I went out there and got an elk one time, and it was pretty cool.
Like my grandpa's done that 2 times.
Yeah. It's one of those deals where like you have to wait after you draw in for elk there. It's 10 years before you can put in again. And there was a guy out there whenever I went and got my elk who had killed an elk exactly 10 years before. The very first time he could put in again, he drew again.
Wow.
And he came back and got another one.
Now it's only once.
Evelyn said there's a draw hunt there, so you can't just go help her out.
Once in a lifetime in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
As well as the oryx, she said.
What? Yeah, it's easy going in.
The only way I'll get an elk is roadkill.
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen a road-killed elk.
Yeah, right?
Like,
you won't have a
let me think. Yeah, never. Okay.
Wow.
It'd be a roadkill Honda, and the elk walked off.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was roadkill, but it wasn't the elk that got killed. It was the Honda.
You're losing your vehicle on that one.
Right?
But you can do the draw every year here, she said.
Which reminds me, the draw hunts in Oklahoma are out. And I think we have till May 20th to get those put in.
What? You can't.
And I haven't done it yet.
Oh, I haven't sent off either.
He goes, I haven't either.
Damn it.
Jimmy, don't forget, you got till May 20th.
Get on it.
Only sent off for one.
So,
Deep Fork archery hunt. It's 30 days long.
30 days long.
Yep, it's the whole month of November.
Deep Fork
Deep Fork.
archery.
It's
Oh,
30
Ginger's
days.
gonna clean out her duckling toe.
Oh, yeah. And I see those little frowny faces that she put on there about the, yeah, them ducklings. They're some clean little buggers, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
I will not have ducks on the homestead. Won't do it.
Hey, I'm not going to say I'm not going to say I wouldn't have ducks on the homestead, but my ducks better be able to fend for themselves because they're going to be on the pond.
They will.
Right.
I'm just going to take them down there, turn them loose, and hopefully they can fend for themselves.
Earlier
I went
this
down there the other day. I actually went to an auction last Saturday. I bought another pew pew at auction. That's for Amy's sake right there. And I just happened to have it with me, so I had it in my hand, and I was walking along by the bank of the pond, and 4 big cottonmouths, I guess they're mating or something right now, were in this. There's some briars that run right down to the pond, right in this one little spot, and they was all wadded up in these briars, and I end up getting 2 of them with that pew pew. So anyway, I thought that was pretty good. Buy one at auction one day and get 2 big cottonmouths and a big turtle the next day with it. So
Let's see. Elk.
just
buck,
last summer we had some of our ducks out on the pond. They got out of the pen and were at the pond with the wild ducks.
well, I'll
Then
tell
they
you
come
what,
back.
if we have if we get any ducks, that's where they're going to go. They're going to go right to the pond.
Live. Johnny, they won't make it.
They came back. They're back
Yeah.
in the pen and on.
Stay on the pond. I used to have
Some will stay. Some will come back.
several years back. I had about 15. They'd stay right there at the pond. Even some of them Chinese geese.
I eventually want to get more for the pond
I think I saw
Yeah.
something.
Well,
because
yeah.
About
his
what Paul
parents
had
have
Yeah.
a small pond built in their pen,
Mhm.
but I want to
Makeshift pond in the pen.
raise some ducklings to put out on the actual big pond.
I see no point in having ducks.
Some people like to eat duck eggs and stuff like that. Ginger has ducks, and she says they're a lot more loving than chickens, I guess you'd say. In other words, they will come to you and they will like jump up in Joey's hand or her hand, and they will sit there and just, and there's probably something to that because I seem to remember that from whenever I was a kid.
I want ducks, and they're gone in the pond.
Baby ducks, you got to raise them up.
Did you hear that?
What'd she say?
She wants ducks, and they're not going in a pond. Anyway, so
You raise them up by hand, they'll be the tamest things.
Yeah, if you raise them up, like I had one. I think what was that one I had, Amy? I think it was a Muscovy.
oh no, you don't want one of them.
No, I can't think. I can't think of what it is. It's the.
Huh?
Oh, if I wasn't telling you, I'd remember it. But anyways,
Thank you,
and it
Ginger.
would literally follow the kids just everywhere. As soon as we put it outside, it would just follow them everywhere. They'd pick it up.
I'll tell you, those those Muskogee ducks, they don't care if the other fowl around aren't ducks.
Yes.
If they're male, they don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah,
I'm serious. They don't care.
Which is mallards. I had the Indian runners.
Yeah, I've had ducks before, but I don't know what was wrong with those ducks because I put little bit of water inside the tub, and you know what happened? It drowned itself.
Now what?
Yes, I had 2 small ducks.
That was the ongoing joke for a while. Like Amy can drown ducks.
Amy can drown ducks.
Yeah,
we did. I don't know
that much water. I leave for a second to do something because it was swimming.
Come back and it's just crap.
I was like, "Are you serious right now?" No.
Cayuga is the breed I had.
Oh, okay.
The black and the green headed black ducks.
Okay.
I only have one right now because when they were babies, a raccoon got the other one.
Sarah, good Lord.
Yes.
My ducks aren't in a row. I only have one.
That was getting really close to being a racist comment. You said them green-headed black ducks. Like, dang.
Wow. Not this live, Sarah. Not this live.
You need to keep that kind of negativity on your channel. Woo.
So yeah, quit it, Chris.
Yeah, we may be getting ducks.
Did I make it worse when I said the raccoons killed my other one?
Aww.
And rabbits. I just heard them rabbits hollered from the other room.
Yeah, she wants rabbits too.
Good night, Derek.
Good night, Derek.
I'm okay with that, but we're gonna eat them.
What's
your meat rabbit?
I'm
Derek go. By the way, guys, Derek go. This skips my mind a lot of times too, because the 5 o'clock hour for lives is tough. But he goes live at 5 on Wednesday evenings, and I know that you guys go live also, right? When do you go live?
That's 5 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Really?
Yeah. On Wednesdays. I
try to make sure I hit your Tuesday night live.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, do you go live on 2 platforms?
Yes, Facebook and YouTube. Yep.
Now, does Facebook tell us about Facebook Lives?
They're not the same. I don't get the same interactions as YouTube. They're more people watch them after they're done. Like they don't watch them as they're happening, like on YouTube where people come on as it's happening. I get more hits on Facebook after the fact. Yes.
Huh.
Okay. So on Facebook, on hits after the fact, I know you're monetized on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Okay. So does that pay well?
Not really.
Not really. I'm getting more on YouTube than I am Facebook.
Okay, so
but I get more views on Facebook than I do YouTube.
Well, all right. So Facebook has something. What do they call that? What do they call that? There's something that they call it. Your monetization. They call it.
Isn't it like
stars or?
Yes, stars is what we have. You can also. Okay, so I think Facebook is trying to do the same thing as YouTube, where you can subscribe to. You can join a membership on Facebook, and you get all the, like you do on YouTube, where you get the extra videos or whatever. They have that. That's the same, where you can do that. But they do stars instead of super chats. and stars equal money. So
Okay. So
Hey, Annie.
is it like, is there a certain amount that a star's worth, or
I think for every star you get a penny.
okay, a star's worth a penny? Okay.
Yes, a
All
star
right.
is worth a penny.
So I'm trying to understand, because I'm one of those people that's always thinking and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to understand, and I think it helps other people out here in the chat too to
Yeah.
understand how a Facebook Live might work for them. I've known people in the past that have told me that they got a lot more off of Facebook than they ever did off of YouTube and stuff like that. Man,
I think a lot of it too is the putting the work into it.
Yes.
Like, which
You
one
have
do
to
you
put
put
the work into it.
the time
Yes.
into?
mhm.
Well, that's anything.
Because there's times where I make okay, so there was a time when I made $20 in a week, and it's all in interaction, interacting, commenting back to people, interacting with other channels. You get credit for that, and so forth. Is just interacting with other channels or pages on Facebook. The more you do, the more you earn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Facebook seems to be more concerned about interaction than views. Like,
Yes.
they want you to, like, they push
Yeah.
networking a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I've seen on there with because we have the Circle J on Facebook too. What I see the most of is all the channels are really big on at followers, and they for everything that they post, so that they
So
get the interactions.
Mhm.
I don't do that. I don't do the at followers or at top fans or anything like that. I do what I do on YouTube, where
Or you're actually
I
talking to the
share. Yeah,
people.
I'm actually talking to the people. Interaction. Like, I will get rid of comments that say follow for follow or whatever, because there's a lot of people who will do that, follow for follow, and I'm not about that. And I will tell people I'm not doing that.
And we're like that on
Like,
here.
yeah,
We don't do the sub for sub on here either.
no, we won't, because you may not like what I have to do, what I'm doing on our homestead. So don't hit that subscribe button or don't hit that follow button if you're not going to interact, because it just hurts a channel when you don't interact.
Yeah, when you have subs that don't watch your videos, what does that tell YouTube? Like,
Right.
even my subs don't like my crap.
Hi, Rebecca.
Well, Chris, let me talk to you about that for a minute, buddy. All right. Subs is a funny thing on YouTube. All right. I can take a video and it can get, say, well, I showed this I think I showed it the other night. I can take a video and it can get, say, 8,000 or 9,000 views. All right. And I look at my analytics and see who's actually watching it, and very few of them are subscribers. I think on that video, I think I had like 77 subscribers that actually watched the video. So your subscribers are a very small part of where your views come from. So it's really odd to me too, and I noticed this myself. I watch a lot of stuff, and I'm not subscribed to the channels that I watch. Some of them are, they have millions of subscribers and stuff, and I watch their stuff, but I'm not really subscribed. I never comment, but I watch everything that they put out. And so
I will mind the watch time from subscribers is 7.5%, compared to not subscribed is 92.5%.
right, your subscribers actually are a small portion of your views, very
And that's on
small.
his Slim Chance.
I just post a bunch of shorts and stuff, and I'm getting 92.5% that's not subscribed as my
Not
views
subs.
compared
Right.
to 75 is subscribed.
Well, my subs never watch my stuff because I got 6 subscribers and no content, so they got nothing to watch.
So some people think that you have to have a bunch of subscribers in order to get your stuff watched. That's not true. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers and you get to your monetization, then it really doesn't matter how many subscribers you have above that, because subscribers will come with views. If you put out stuff and people watch it and you get a lot of views, you can't help but get subscribers. They just come. So in watching and going, well, my subscribers aren't watching, so if you fret about that, then it's not how am I trying to say that? Your subscriber, I can tell you there's a lot of people that'll subscribe but they won't watch. Let's just put it that way. They'll subscribe but they won't watch.
And the watching is what matters.
And watching is what matters.
Yeah, views is all that really matters. Just getting the views. And then and keeping your 4,000 watch hours up, and over 365 days, and over 1,000 subscribers, and then but after that it's just try to get your views up. Just try to get your views to come up. Yeah, and that comes with
I was looking earlier and I was like, how many videos do we have? Like all together, how many videos do we have? And I was looking and we have 688 videos.
That's good.
Yeah, we have 688 videos.
I got 0.
Hey, Bowen.
All right, well, guys, I am going to bed. 5:20 comes really early in the morning.
Does it?
Yeah.
I always miss it.
I'm sure I've been missing it until this week, so it's really, really not fun for me right now.
You're new at everything lately.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
What
Took
really
a 3-year hiatus from work, and it's kicking my butt getting back into gear.
Yeah, what really sucks is when your alarm goes off at 6, but you wake up at like 5:45 because your body just says, "Okay, it's time to wake up," and you get mad at yourself because you could have slept for 15 more minutes.
all week so far, all week, both days I've had to get up so far. I've set my alarm for 5:30, and I have woken up at 4, 4:30, 4:45, and so on. And because I'm terrified, I'm terrified I'm going to sleep through my alarm.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing for you right here. Whenever you get older, like some of us, then you have an automatic alarm clock in your body. It's called, I got to go to the bathroom. And it doesn't matter if you want to sleep till this certain time.
Yep.
Well, I will leave that to you guys. I just want to get a good night's sleep.
All right.
All right. Good night, Sarah.
Good night,
Bye.
Sarah. Good night, Jimmy.
Good night.
Well, speaking of a good night's sleep, we had a good night's sleep in the camper at 10 Killer, and guess what time I woke up every morning, no matter I had an alarm or not?
Like he always does.
The same time I got up when I got to go to work during the week, because my body doesn't care what day of the week it is.
Oh, wow.
Or the fact that I wasn't at work and didn't have to go to work.
Yeah.
My body did not know that I took vacation. It woke me up like I was still going to work every day. It's like
that's the bad thing about vacationing, because it's true. It took me a long time to where I ever slept past where I normally slept before.
Your body gets into a rhythm and it just keeps doing it.
Right. Exactly. And you know what was really weird was no matter how late I stayed up or anything like that, it didn't make any difference.
Yeah.
You could stay up till 2 and you'd still get up at 5:30.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your body knows when you get up. It doesn't matter when you went to bed. It knows what time to get up.
Right.
Yep.
and it just keeps doing it.
There you go. Oops, said it very
Yes.
well right there. A lot of times we need a vacation from the vacation.
Yeah.
Man, I had a blast at 10 Killer, but when I came home, I was tired. And I didn't do crap the whole time we were there. I sat around.
You did all kinds of stuff.
I cooked some eggs. I mean, I didn't do anything strenuous. I mean, I work harder at work than I did at 10 Killer, but I was just wore out, and I don't understand it. But yeah, that's definitely a thing. A vacation from your vacation is a thing. My dad used to have a deal all the time when we'd go anywhere. He'd always come back a day earlier than he didn't come back Sunday knowing he had to go to work Monday. He'd come back Saturday or take Monday off too. Because I need a day at home, not on vacation and not going back to work yet, to just decompress from the vacation.
Right. There's something to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And it's not that you had a bad time at doing what you were doing. It's just your body needs that rest to, okay, I'm not unpacking or, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
It's
just like us. I have been in a camper like 2 or 3 times since we got back. And I was luckily, Ginger and Joey, whenever they came up last time, Joey helped me put in a plug-in out here on the pole for the camper, so it's actually a 50 amp service. Well, it's 60 amp. We got a 60 amp breaker on it, but I can use half of it and run that 30 amp camper service out here. I just use by the way, if anybody that was at 10 Killer finds a 30 amp to 50 amp adapter that's a light blue color, it's probably ours that I bought right before we went. But anyway, so I plugged the camper in whenever I got home. The air conditioner runs every day. I hear it out there every day. It'll kick on, kick off, kick on, kick off. So the camper is climate controlled right now. And but we've got to get in there and do a good cleaning on it before we take it on down to Eufaula. And we're looking forward to that. So we're going to clean it up again and get everything packed back up and see what else we need, and then roll down to Eufaula with it.
Yep.
Came across the
Hi, Angie. And Tony said, shh, Angie's here.
Yeah, it was stolen, Johnny. Hence the crime scene tape around your camper. I believe that. I don't know that it was stolen, but I know that I don't have it anymore. That's all I know.
Right.
Hey, Mickey.
Hey, I make it in.
You made it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just want to say to Johnny Gillum, man, that video you put out about that race.
In slow-mo.
I wished I had an iPhone so I could make all them fireworks go off. I watched that video twice now, from the start to the finish.
I appreciate it, Mickey.
It's just brilliant. I mean, everything about it is like watching a movie, And Johnny is not saying anything, or not much. And I'm like going,
I think I counted off. I think I said 3 words in.
Yeah. And I'm like going, oh, I know what's going to happen. And then I didn't. And then I did. And then I didn't. It was like watching a suspense thriller. Excellent video. I've reposted that everywhere I can repost it. I don't even know.
I appreciate it.
Well, It's not like a shameless compliment, Johnny. Man, I have watched 1,000,000 YouTube videos, and if you're in the chat and you haven't watched that video, it's like I'm telling you, it's like watching a movie. So I was on the edge of my seat a lot of times. It's like great video, Johnny. Compliments.
Well, thank you, Mickey.
Hats off.
Thank you, Mickey. But
Hi, Carolina Kind
I'm
family.
really,
Homestead.
I really am digging the not talking whenever I'm doing videos now. And that came about because of kind of necessity, because I lost my voice there for a while with pneumonia. So I was having to put out videos, but I needed to, but I didn't want to talk in them. So I started doing them like that. And I think it's going to be a thing. I think it's going to be a continued thing. I mean, my auction videos, I can't really do the auction videos without talking. But the other videos are probably not going to hear a lot from me. So
I watched it and I took notes, Johnny, the third time I watched it, because that's what I want to get to, is to be able to tell a story without me sitting there for an hour and a half talking. And I learned so much from watching that. And your angles, your footage, where you put the cameras, it was well intended, and it told a whole story.
yeah.
I didn't have to sit there and go, now I'm down below my car and watch these tires smoking. I knew what was happening without me being there boring people for 4 hours, because you know me, you watch my videos, or you tried to. It'd be like I'd be going like, okay, I'm down below my GTO. The goat. Watch these so and so radial tires spinning, and they're in alignment. But I need you to understand this. This doesn't just happen by I'd have rambled on for like 30 minutes. And I was watching it just going, wow, wow, wow. I'm here, I'm there, I'm under the car. Oh my God, those are GTOs, whatever, Anyway, great video, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mickey, will you be at Lake Eufaula?
Yes. Will you?
Who said that?
Dana did. Dana Mason.
Oh, yeah, Dana, I'm very excited about getting there. As long as it doesn't rain. That's a joke. That's a joke. Yeah, I'll be there.
That's a joke.
Yeah, we're still on. There's Jesse and Lisa. Lazy days ahead.
Hi.
Still on.
Yeah, Tony says, I like how you place the camera in 3 different spots on the car during the races.
Right? It was brilliant. I mean, the whole video is just. I went and recorded it so that I can go back and watch it. And there's so much happening in that video, smart wise, So I'm telling you, if you're in the chat and you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. Or if you're on my Facebook, which I got more friends on Facebook than I do on YouTube, go and watch it. Everybody. I mean, it is brilliant. Johnny, that was great, man. Did I say that already?
Yeah. You have, Mickey. Thank you.
Anyway, you're welcome. But thank you. Oh, by the way, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to bust your wife, or maybe not. I don't know.
Fixing to bust her.
Yeah. Because I asked her for a favor.
Yes. I will fulfill that. I will be in town tomorrow. I will get what you asked for.
Okay,
right
never
now,
mind.
yeah.
All right,
Hey.
never mind. Then
Mickey, I need to. I had somebody reach out to me the other day. You know Josh Sherman?
yes, sir. Love him. Love him.
Okay, Josh needs to hear from you.
Okay.
So he wants something to do with a logo.
Okay.
So because he was asking about the 10 Killer YouTube Meetup logo, who made that, and I told him, and he said, "Well, if you talk to him, tell him I need to," because he doesn't. I guess he doesn't know how to get a hold of you for whatever reason. So, but anyway,
I have a whole file built on those Shermans.
yeah.
So I've actually got his email address because when I build a file on somebody, I always go to the YouTube page, and so I'll shoot him an email and just tell him that you told me to reach out. Is that
Okay.
cool?
Thank you, Mickey.
Yeah. No problem at all. No, not at all. Yeah. I can't see the chat, but I'm saying hi to everybody in it. So.
Yeah, everybody's saying hello.
There's
Paul
a
K said
bunch of
hello.
people. Yep, Paul Case is still here.
Oh,
I
is
am
Paul there?
so.
I just finished up a new cartoon of Paul Case.
That's awesome.
Doesn't mean I'll ever get it out on a video, but I'm laughing about it. So
So Paul Case, this is kind of a rarity. Is it a rarity for Paul Case to be in the chat and not be
And
up on the
not
panel?
be on live? That's
yeah. He's waiting till I leave, and then he'll come up. So.
You can get a hold of Mickey at 1-800 Super Chat. That's what Jesse said.
So Jesse and Lisa, since you're here, what site are you guys on? Because I found out we're on DF 044. What site are you on, Jesse? Because I always tell people that we're right next to you guys. I want to make sure we're right next to you guys because I hate to be like, because I was pretty sure that we are.
He said his hair soured.
My hair soured.
What? Paul Case, what are you talking about?
Oh, hey, Avid.
Hi, Avid.
Oh, it's a secret. I might have to wait for the video. All right. Hey, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it, Jesse. I dig it, Jesse.
Avid said won't be coming to Mid-America.
Just we are at 045, so we're at 044. So yeah, that confirms my suspicions that we're suspiciously close to the lazies.
Yeah. Johnny says he was gonna circle around until he saw Jesse and just hoping
pull next to him.
Yeah, just pull next to him, hoping he had the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we yeah, and that was part of the joke at the beginning of this night is what if I'm on the wrong side of you?
Yeah, that's where I spend my life, on the wrong side.
On the wrong side.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, there was a few spots. Yeah, round and round and round. That's right, Dana. There was a few spots. Like I said, I should have did a video of like where the spots were. I just did a few, but a live helps. But I didn't want to go over Jesse and Lisa because we went on Saturday and they were already live, and I was like, I don't want to go
you made
live.
a video.
So I didn't make a video, but I didn't video like every single spot, which I should have did.
I did.
No spooning.
I actually went and filmed. I did. I filmed it going around everyone, talking about every site, showing it. I never put the video out because I was going to do the whole, let's go to Mid America Redneck Tour Guide thing. I actually have every site and showing it, but it, it was before it got green and stuff. But um, showing what site I had booked and reserved, and going around showing all the different things, the swim beach and the guest center and all that stuff. And I got all that footage taking up all that space on my computer. Never put a video on. So when people are saying I'm in this spot or that spot, I'm going, I know where that is. So I'll be able to find them at least.
Well, I'll tell you something, Mickey. You don't know how many videos I have that are like sitting in my, like I've started building them and then seasons changed, things changed, it got greener, or something happened, like, I was doing one on something like the drought, or I was doing something on, and then everything changed and stuff, and or I got busy or something, and I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really wild how much extra footage you end up with.
Yeah, I've got this new computer that I got a while back, about the same time I got Harley, and the data on it blows my mind. My old computer, I never saw this. This computer, I see this red line saying data is full, and I thought, man, I've got 5 terabytes on this thing or whatever, and I did it on purpose because it's a graphics computer and to make videos. And I mean, it fills up so fast that I'm having to recopy it onto hard drives. Something's wrong with my settings, I'm sure, but anyway, I don't want to lose any of that. All this footage of stuff that I shoot, and yet I never bring myself to make the video. I wake up in the morning and I go, man, I really want to draw this cartoon. I know I need to make a video, okay? And I used to go like, well, I can't figure out why I can't get monetized. Well, that's because you don't make videos, knucklehead. And when you do make them, you got all this footage and you try to put it all into about a 17-hour video, knucklehead. So I get all that stuff, and I quit worrying about that. Now I just kind of want to draw cartoons and make people laugh. But
yeah, and we love your cartoons. We love that stuff.
So I'm just kind of drawing more than I'm making videos, but I don't know. I'll find a balance somehow. Anyway.
So I saw a comment up there. It said that Tim isn't going to do crawfish because 10-hour drive, so decided to do ribs if anyone has a closed charcoal grill. Funny you mentioned that. We went to the auction Saturday, and without saying exactly what all we got, I think there might have been something similar to that was like brand new in a box.
So
had never ever been used. And I think the name was Weber. So there might be one, maybe, down at Eufaula. Just saying.
Oh yeah, wait for the video.
Yeah, wait for the video.
Wait for the video.
It'll come out. It'll be out Friday. Yeah, that'll be out Friday. So
that's funny. And right. Jesse said, I heard that Aladdin will be at the meetup. Yeah, right.
So
you're welcome.
There you go. Here from Australia, and that's lunchtime in Australia.
Yes,
wow.
High Country Homestead. Hello, welcome in. I've watched some of their of her videos.
Hi, Susan.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all care if I say thank you? I mean, you're welcome to Chris at Texas Raider.
Go ahead.
You're welcome, Chris, but do you care if I put out a video about that? Because it's pretty cool.
We always love seeing your videos, Mickey.
Yep.
Well, I have to make sure it's okay with Chris because he hadn't posted nothing on it. But it is one of my favorite cartoons I've done.
Thank you, Paul.
Hey, Lori.
I think probably one of my favorite videos Mickey did, or cartoons Mickey did, was when he turned us into the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Ba-doom.
Yeah.
Da-dum,
Ba-doom.
That was hilarious. He said go for it.
He
All
said,
right,
"Go for it, Mickey."
All right, Chris. I'm going to put out a video on that because I've kind of already got it made. But anyway.
It's kind of already done, Chris.
Thanks for your permission, but I'm one of those people that if you hadn't responded back, I'd have said, "Well, he must not have. He don't care." I'd have done it anyway because it's a fun design. So.
It's always better to ask forgiveness and permission.
Good night, Avid.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Avid. Avid's leaving for work.
Yep.
And Paul Honeyman said, "Sorry, folks, but it's after my bedtime. It just turned 4 a.m. here."
When's your bedtime, Paul?
Right.
Hey, I wish I could show y'all this from Paul Case. Hang on. Let me try. This is never going to work, okay? I'm going to try, though. All right. I do a lot of artwork, for everybody or for channels and stuff. And I do my own line of T-shirts that I have elsewhere, out off YouTube. And one of my favorite designs I ever did, I've shown it, I don't even know, in a few small clips, but I had a package coming and I knew it was from Paul Case because I know his address, okay? No, I'm not a stalker. I sent him a letter one time or something. Anyway, so I knew it was coming from Paul Case. You know how they send you, if you sign up, they send you a little message saying you're getting a package from this and this and this. But I was expecting something. I was hoping for a Paul Case tumbler, because I loved the way those turned out. And this showed up. I hope y'all can see this, man. This showed up.
Nice.
This is one of my Critter Creek T-shirt designs from my line of shirts that I do. Oh, it totally blew me away. I mean, one of my favorite designs I've done for my line, and it showed up in one of those tumblers. It didn't have a straw in it, but I mean, that's okay. It totally blew me away. I don't know. I don't know how they got the art, him and Anita or whoever does that magic, but wow. It's hard for me to be so blown away by something because I like to try to surprise people with stuff. I was not expecting that. I opened that package up all excited that I was going to get a Paul Case Farms, tumbler. And when I looked at that, brought me to tears. Thank you, Paul Case Farms. Thank you, Paul, Anita. whatever. So I'll shut up now. Okay. I just wanted to show y'all how kind this community is.
Yes. I've got a
Absolutely.
nice Paul Case one. Very nice. They make some good stuff. I think Anita does that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
kind of thought she did because Paul don't know nothing about nothing except for tractors and that kind of, salt mills and stuff. But
I have had a personal tour of the Case Tractor Museum over there.
I saw that video. What do they say at Lazy Days Ahead? Don't be jelly. Yeah.
Don't be jelly.
Yes, I saw that video.
See all those tractors?
Yeah, everybody needs a personal tour of the Case Tractor Museum over there. I especially like the old Farmall with the Honda powered Farmall.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I mean, Paul's put out some videos about, with that stuff on there and everything, but he's got one that's powered by a little, it's like a lawnmower engine or something. I don't know what it is, a little Honda something. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 cylinders. Paul will have to let me know, but it's cool.
I've decided I watched too many of Johnny Gillum's videos, apparently, and I watched too many of Paul Case's. Because every morning when I sign on, you know how YouTube picks out what to show you to bait you into clicking on it? It's always Johnny and Paul Case. And I'm good with that. That's good. My morning coffee is great. Like I love Danny. I mean, I'm just saying because I liked him a lot, but all them shorts, man, I can sit there and watch them, and I'll rewatch them. But one popped up the other day is somebody that went to Paul Case Farms and interviewed him, and I was like, I don't know, it was about I think it was about a 30-minute video, somebody interviewing Paul that I didn't know the channel, but YouTube knew I was bait. Like, they're just like fishing, it's like, well, he watches Johnny Gillum, watch this. All you gotta do is put JG on there. Paul Case, PC, or put an orange circle with the P in it. Ready? Watch this. Them geeks up in YouTube headquarters are going to watch this, man. They got
he said his hair had soured.
Yeah. Paul says his hair soured.
I know that Johnny and Paul and a bunch of y'all will never know. I guarantee you, a bunch of them watch hours, I own them. So I'm thinking about starting a new series called Homestead Trivia. Because I bet you I could answer almost any question from the homestead community. You're like, what is so-and-so's goat's name? Or what kind of tractor broke down on so-and-so day? I'm like, I got it. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I'm done beating my own, what do you call it? Beating my own drum. All right. Love you guys. I hope to see y'all and people in the chat. Well, it's coming up soon. See you guys at Eufaula. Cool. Yep. I want to tell a joke and drop out right after it's over with, but I'm tired of copying Paul Case. So. Love you.
Bye, Vicky. Love you.
See, there he went. He gone.
Yeah. He gone.
So John needs to go fishing and catch enough for Friday night. Yeah, we really do. I bet you anything that they're probably biting down there in Dakota's old fishing hole. Because
Who
man, I'll
is
tell
the
you what.
lunatic farmer?
it-
Somebody said, "Who is the lunatic farmer?"
That's a question all should know the answer to. Who's a lunatic farmer? I have no idea. Maybe it could be me someday or certain days or, you know,
Depending on the day.
Yeah,
depending
depending on
upon
the day.
I mean, you know.
Good night,
Jesse.
Jesse.
Good night, Lisa. Love you
Good
guys.
night, Lisa. Well, there's
Hey,
Rebecca.
look at there.
Hi
There's
there.
Rebecca.
I'm about to show somebody's hat.
Okay.
And I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a lot of requests for it
Uh-oh.
from men that are hunters or ladies.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Look at that.
there you go.
Nice.
Look at
Got
that.
some orange in it, but broken up enough to where it could be, it's like a camo. It's kind of,
Yeah.
you
kinda
know,
like
it breaks it
animal.
up.
Yeah.
Not that deer can see orange or anything like that, but being broke up helps a lot, you know.
Yeah.
It does.
Joel
So-
Salton is the lunatic farmer. Okay.
The one that commissioned it was the wild huckleberry. Robbie?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I have more of it. I'm going to probably have to end up getting more. But what I did is I said orange camouflaged. And this is what it came up with: autumn stripe. It's this one. And neon.
Oh, yeah, nice.
So you're definitely going to be able to be seen, but it's kind of breaking it up a little bit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. So
That looks good.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Do you see what I got on tonight?
Yes. Yes. The 2024 Lake Ten Killer YouTube meetup. That was the OG right there.
Yeah, that's the original
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I got one of them.
That would be the
I haven't
maiden
got
voyage.
I haven't got the one from this year, and I'm hoping that it hasn't been taken down yet.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, we're not real. I mean, if people want to buy it, I mean, we're still in season for that. So,
okay,
people want to get one.
And
And you know, we put those things up, and when we put them up at cost. I mean, it's like it's right at whatever they charge for it. We don't even make anything on it. I have this year's on now. Yep.
Yeah, Tony hasn't been up in a little bit. And Paul K said his hair soured. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. My hair soured. Like it's gonna. I mean, are you just grimacing so much from having to smell your own head that you can't be seen? Is that what it is? So
I haven't seen Dale.
no, I haven't seen Dale.
I haven't seen Dale in the chat. So
I've got you guys on the phone over here. I can look at chat, but it's a little small.
Yeah. Carolina Kind Family Homestead.
Yep.
What the name of Carolina Kind? What the name? Who would that be?
What is your name, Carolina Kind Family Homestead?
Because I got the other one over here. The
Susan.
Yes.
From Australia.
Yeah, from Australia, high country. Willie. It's Willie. There you go.
Willie. Welcome in, Willie. Haven't seen any of y'all become members. Of what channel? Of what channel drops?
Yes.
Seven Springs, North Carolina. There you go.
Nice.
Nice. North Carolina.
It's always good to see you. Like I've seen them before inside the chat, but there's so many names, and when you're in the chat for so long, then I can, I remember names that way.
Yep. And High Country Homestead says, "G'day, Willie. G'day. G'day, mate."
And today is Susan's birthday.
Oh,
So,
happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan.
That's what he was talking about a while ago.
Uh-oh. Drops just dropped 10 Leonard Mountain Homestead. Oh! Carolina Kind actually got one. Nice. I don't know who.
I got you.
Well, look at that.
Look at there. Called him out.
Well,
look.
I know. I called him out.
Yeah, you did. I told Angie I'm going to get on her. She's like, oh. How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
I'm doing great.
So the 10 were Lori Carp, Carolina Kind Family Homestead, Rebel at Heart, Avid Fisherman, James Hall, Jennifer Ocean Homestead, and Making It Home, TNT Adventures, Nanny Tam, and I think that was it. Oh, Critter Creek. Critter Creek got one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the sad part is, I know all of those people personally.
Right?
A lot of times when he does that and it just grabs random ones,
Everybody.
I don't know them, but I know every one of those. Actually,
any luck on the pig front, Tony?
No. Well, I did a video today, but no. There's no piglets at all.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, you've heard the story already, 8 minutes, and I did see it, but I've just it's either she didn't accept it, or she can't have any, or it is exactly, or it's him. But here's the deal: when I was doing the video, because I always check her. For almost 4.5 to 5 months, I checked her when I thought not that way. I didn't check her, and but I always look behind her. And the day I did the video, I flipped her tail up, and I was like, "You!" I actually turned the volume. I went, "You got to be kidding me! She's in heat." And
really?
Yeah. She has not shown in heat at all for 5 months at all. I've checked her every day. I always check her, so I know the cycle. I know what she is, and but the thing is, I can't breed her now, because if I do, that puts us involved with our trip we're going to take. It's that week, so I have to wait to her next one, which will be it should be at the end of the month, I believe.
Yeah, which will put you to having babies in like
middle of September.
Yeah. And so
oh boy.
They should be up big enough whenever it starts getting cold where
you
really don't have that much of a problem.
The big thing is having a house for them to be into, having something to be in to keep the windbreak off them. That would be it.
Right. He checked her. No wonder.
Angie.
Tired of you looking at her business.
In the video, I kept it in the video. I picked the tail up as I walked by and went, I looked at it and said, "You've got to be kidding me."
You looked in, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did. I looked at, but yeah. Ronnie, you don't know how frustrated I was. It's crazy.
Oh, man. Spring is November over in Australia, as 8 calves do. That's awesome. We've had 7 of the 10 that we expect.
Right. Problem with Sophie was the last time she made it, she was somewhere between 250 and 300 pounds. Well, I did the measurement weigh on her, and she's at 600 and something pounds.
Woo!
Both Sig and her are exact. So no wonder why I couldn't tell whether she's pregnant or not, because she's grown that much in a year and a half.
She was how big a year ago?
She was about 250 pounds to 300.
Doubled in size. More.
Yep.
Wow.
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 Well, I mean, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks prior, I'm like, is she really pregnant or what's going on with her? Because I'm looking to see her girth to widen up some, and I'm not seeing it. And then Angie went out there and says, I think she's bagging up. I said, no, I don't know. I don't think she is yet because it's too early. But it was pretty close when we were going to 10 killer when she said that. And so I had Colby was there. He was here for the whole weekend just to keep an eye on her, and it didn't happen. So I don't know. What type of cows do you have? I don't have any cows. They are Berkshire pigs. That's why when Johnny did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I seen that, I was like, what? But I don't know.
It's a pig the size of a cow. There you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 64-inch girth. So you times that by 2, then you times it by her length, which is 62. Her girth was 64 times 64 times 62. Then you divide that by 400, and that gives you what her weight is. And around about really close. Which is 600 and, I can't remember, 640 pounds, somewhere around there.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah. And then I seen Sig limping really bad.
Is he still doing it?
No, he's a little bit better today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny because how he listens to me. I mean, they both do. You know, I told get over here, and I touched him. I said, lay down, let's go. He just flops right on over.
He thinks his pigs are pregnant too. Lulu's getting ornery and vocal towards Boss Hog. Georgia did that at one point. I think I put that inside the video on one of my videos where Georgia started limping. I didn't know if she like stepped on something and it just like twisted but she's not doing it anymore. She's not limping anymore. So
I was worried that he stepped on a stick or stepped on something and stabbed his foot, and I was grabbing his feet. I mean, you see it in the video, there was nothing wrong with him. At one point, at the end of the video where he's at his feeder, and I grabbed his front shoulder, it went down, and if you listen really close, when I got to his ankle, and I grabbed his ankle, kind of squeeze it, you can hear him do a squeak.
yeah.
And that's when I said it's his ankle's hurting. And I thought it would be, but he's doing all right now. So
That's good. And how are your little babies, Johnny?
Oh, the calves. The calves are doing great. I make a short about them every once in a while, just let everybody see where they're at and stuff like that. They're we've got 3 that are about the same size. They were born pretty close to the same time. I mean, within a couple of weeks of each other. One of them is let me see if I got these names right. One of them is little Lisa, one of them is Angie, and one of them is April. So we got those 3 calves that are born together, and then we've got another 4 calves that were born over like a 2-month time frame, and they're various sizes depending upon when they were born in there. I made that mistake. Said it. that was yeah.
Mickey. Indeed.
Yeah, they're doing good. The only thing is the cottonmouths, man. I tell you what, the pond and down there, I couldn't believe it. There was those snakes, the leaves and stuff up in there. I heard them way before I saw anything. I could hear them slithering through all those leaves, going trying to hit that water. And I got two of them with a pew that I just bought Saturday at an auction, and I got two of them, and I think I saw at least four, and I think it's the cottonmouth mating season or something. So, and what's bad is sometimes over there by where they're at, Danny likes to go stand right there, right where they were, because there's a sycamore tree there. He likes to stand under it, right in the edge of the water because it's cool. So, can you name a calf after me? Mickey! You know,
Right?
being named after one of the male calves might not be the best because they don't tend to hang around as much.
Carolina kind family. Oh,
Dana, she may be getting ready for bed. I know she's out walking the dogs right now.
Oh, Angie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really grateful that Angie was there to help my brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
How's Ronald doing, by the way?
He's doing good. Scabs are almost completely off.
Wow.
good.
He's healing up really good.
Yeah.
The one under here and down on the where his mustache is really hard to get to because of his mustache. He doesn't want to take it off, but it's going good.
It's good.
Bullfrog Swamp Homestead. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Good snake boots are a must here in South Carolina swamps.
I bet.
You know, the whole time I was over there shooting those snakes, I was going, you know, I'm not a very good YouTuber because, man, I could have made a whole big, you know, one of them, oh my gosh, videos out of that whole deal. I could have been there like doing that. But
he's
no,
giving you
I'm not
ideas.
it, so.
I seen that Peter said hi, and I did this. Hi, Peter.
Oh, 22 mating season, more like it. You just give them the 22 mating season. Yeah, I did. I did. It was a 22. Actually, I purchased it Saturday, along with a whole truckload of other stuff. So,
yeah, Critter Creek was Mickey was giving you ideas on names for your cattle.
Mickey, Minnie. We've had a Minnie. We had a Minnie. We had a Minnie, and she went to town.
Has any of your cows ever had twins?
No. We pray that they don't too. We don't want our cows having twins. That's not good.
No, it's definitely not.
Do you guys know what they call a folks in the chat? Not the folks on the panel, folks in the chat. What do they call if you have a pair of twins and one of them is a male and one of them is a female? What do they call the female?
I know, and I'm not going to say.
I don't know, so I can't say.
I'm sure somebody. I'm new here. I've been in the Homestead community a long while. Some mods drop some links. I'd appreciate it. Bullfrog Swamp says.
I have some good moderators in here. So if y'all want to start dropping links to everybody's channel,
So
I
It,
would
it looks like Lori
appreciate it.
Carp got it.
Lori Carp got it. It's called a free martin. And whenever you have twins and one's a bull and one's a heifer, the heifer will be sterile. And she will have masculine traits. And so they won't breed. So it's really, whenever you go to the sale barn and you buy a heifer from the sale barn, you possibly are buying somebody's free martin. And she will never breed. So that's just something to think about. Try to buy cattle from people you know and you know what's going on.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, the auction is where people get rid of stuff. You know, as far as cattle goes.
Everybody should remember this guy.
In fact, a channel that I follow had a free martin goat female. Usually with goats it doesn't happen. The only thing that the lady could figure out is that the placenta was just too close, you know, on that goat. She never went into heat, so they had to, basically, the people that had bought her, they were going to give her another
hey buddy
goat, you know. It was like I'd never heard of a goat having that problem, but that one did.
Yeah, that's what we do. We breed, we have our own cattle herd, so we take care of all that. But yeah, we pray that we have no twins. For one thing, twins, typically one of them gets, mama will take real good care of one and the other one she won't a lot of times. And so you have one that'll be really small. You may have to bottle feed it, et cetera, et cetera. So we raise beef cattle. It's not milk cows. We raise milk cows. I'd tell you a little different stuff, but anyway. So
Bodie,
you don't want no twins.
Nope.
We met Liberty Layer's hideout at 10 Killer.
Yep.
He's coming to Eufaula.
Mm-hmm.
Loved his little dog.
British white cattle. That's those ones that's got the black on their ears and the black on their nose, and they're white. They're kind of cool. Seen a few around here.
You ready to see it?
Hold on. Let me bigify. Hold on.
That's awesome.
There it is.
Oh,
cool.
There you go.
That's nice.
Just kind of breaks up that orange.
It does.
Yep.
A good hunting hat.
That'd be cool.
Just going to Robbie. Let me see if I can find the Jack Dyer got his hat at 10 Killer. I was starting his Dina's. Here's Dina's.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's cool.
That's her hat. So
I think what Bullfrog Swamp Homestead was wanting to happen was they were wanting the moderator to drop everybody else's link that's out here in the chat and stuff, so they can join
the community.
And stuff, the community.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I'm going to introduce for the new channels coming in. This is Gillum Farms, Johnny and Christine. Johnny, let them know when you go live so that people will know, and then we'll go to Tony.
There you go. All right, we go live on Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Central Time. Gillum Farms is the channel you'd go to for that. and you can come on over. We have that live, and then I think this Saturday night is our what we call Chilling with the Gillums live night. We do that at 7 p.m. on Saturday night, Central Time. So that one, you know, the one on Thursday is pretty much, you know, it's just saying hello to everybody and stuff like that. The one on Saturday night's more like this live a little bit.
Right.
But we also try to have some teaching moments in that one. So you might enjoy that. And let's see, that's pretty much when our lives are. Go ahead.
All right. Tony, our cabin in the woods. His wife is Angie. Go ahead and tell him a little bit about yourself, Tony.
Well, I'm just Tony, and there's Angie. But I kind of once in a blue moon do a live. Probably need to do more, but basically, modern homesteading, grow our own foods, raise our own foods if we can, and fix whatever we need to fix, and go from there.
Okay, then we got Rebecca, Touch by Yarn. Rebecca, let them know a little bit about yourself and your channel.
My channel is about blessing people with knitted hats. I also do commission for making blankets and other things like that. And Nancy at Our Treasured Home and myself go live at 8 o'clock every Monday night. We switch back and forth between our channels. I just had a live yesterday evening, and then Nancy will have hers this coming Monday at 8 o'clock.
Nice. And of course, we're Leonard Mountain Homestead. We have 3 different lives. I have Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Until Wednesday morning sometime.
Yeah, well, in some places it goes till morning. But then I have 9 o'clock a.m. with In the Kitchen with me and Lauren tomorrow morning. We do all kinds of different just recipes, easy recipes. And then I do Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. I stream both Facebook and YouTube. So there's the whole panel.
Yeah. But that's just the lives now.
Yeah, that's
There's
live.
videos.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Not even like some of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah, there's videos that we do put out.
So, yeah.
That's right. Lauren making it home. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Man, I tell you what, I was at the auction the other day, and Tony will appreciate this. I was videoing with my 11, and I had it in the media mod and all that stuff. Had the road stuff going on and everything, and had that mount. You know, I've got this mount that goes around my neck, right?
Yep.
And then the camera sits out here, and I walk around. It's right on my chest, so it's filming. And I think I'm doing great. I think I'm just really getting some good stuff, and I would have been. But I happen to look at my camera, and every once in a while I do a mic check on it, which is I just talk and I look at everything to see if it, you know, everything's moving, you know,
Right.
Because it has things that tells me if it's the volume's working. Well, the one on the road was working perfectly, so that's what I had been looking at. Well, then I decided to look at the one on the actual GoPro, and it was frozen in one spot. It did not change from where it was, and it was all the way at the end, like it was full volume, like everything. You know, whenever you talk, if you've got one of these media mods on,
Right.
you can actually see. And I was like, so I walked to a quiet place, and it was still just wide open. And I was like, there's no sound. So I lost, I don't know, probably 45 minutes of video sound.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But luckily, I think we filmed enough with the 13 that I think I can salvage a lot of stuff. And there's some spots where I'm going to voice over. I hate doing voiceover, but I'm going to voice over because I actually bought some things while I was doing that. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But that's going to be my Friday video.
I'll tell you, when I was using the GoPro 10, the 10, I really did enjoy it, but I don't know how many videos that I was repairing something, building something, and I went back to the camera and it was off, and I used to get me so mad. And that happened a bunch.
I remember how mad you got.
Yeah, you do.
and yes, drops. I do remember that, but I choose just to keep doing what I do. You know?
Yeah.
There's been many times I thought of getting another one. I don't know. For right now, I'm not, but I need to. Need to have multiple.
Thank you, Bullfrog Swamp. Check out the videos. Don't just sub to us just because we're here.
Right.
Check it out. See if you like it.
Yeah, please check out.
There's Scorpion Metals.
Yep.
Hey, Scorpion. Welcome in.
I really like the coins we got from that.
We absolutely love those coins that Scorpion Metals did for us.
I like the silver ones better. You can see it more.
Yeah.
Better contrast.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's silver. I like the silver better because it's silver. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can see it better, the two.
I'm sharing some links as we're talking. So he's at work. No fun.
I don't know if you know this, you 3 other people or 4 besides myself, what Camping Cage Free gave me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember you showed me that at 10 Killer. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
They are. There's all
Bodie, you're on your way, buddy.
There you go. Showing those coins, and I've been looking at coins lately quite a bit, really, change and everything. Anyway, I remembered I had a set. I think I've already said this before, but it's like when you would get it's the bicentennial year when it was 1776, and the heck was it the year that they had the coins. They're still in the same package, original seal package, and they come with either a regular quarter or it could be silver. It could be either way. Well, in my package, all 3 of my coins was a quarter, 50-cent piece, and $1 silver. And I just found that out maybe like 2 months ago. I said, "You've got to be kidding me." And I started looking into it. And one of them, I can't remember, has the D that they talk about. I think it's a 50-cent piece. And that changes a lot right there in that package alone. I think it was a D. So I kind of put that up in the double safe for right now. I tell you what, there's a big thing going on now. People buying, go to the bank and buy up $2 bills, get like $400 worth and start checking them. There is some imperfections in these bills. And if they're new enough, because there's not a lot of circulation to them, they could be worth quite a bit of money when there's an imperfection with it.
Yeah, there's we have a few like a couple $2 bills inside the little things over there.
Yeah.
I have a couple of coins. When I was 9, we were in Mexico. My dad was fishing with the locals to bring fish back to Utah. and I broke my left ankle there. And my mom kept 2 coins from that I now have. You know, when that happened.
Right.
I think it's pretty cool, you know. But then I also got this. That is a golden dollar coin.
Oh wow, nice. Cool drops.
I'm not gonna spin that one. Nope.
Yeah.
I'll get a holder for it. You know, one of those cardboard. I have a whole bunch of wheat pennies that are all in paper. You know, in the seals.
I've got a bunch. I've probably got about maybe up to 200 wheat pennies. I have maybe 5 that are double die misprints, and on one of them, actually, it's missing 3 letters on it. I don't remember which one it was. So I've just been saving up this stuff, and then one day I'll turn them into somebody and have them grade them and see what they are.
Hi, Judy.
Howdy, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
The Waltons.
The Waltons.
Yep.
Hey, Judy.
Judy. Well, I think we'll go another 15 minutes. You know, I'll make it a 3-hour live and be like, okay, I'm done now. Y'all can all go to bed now. But it's been fun. We talked about all kinds of stuff, and it don't matter if you just dropped in. You're never late for this live. You can always watch replay.
Yeah. The Tuesday night live is always fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And so, Tony, you're going to arrive at Ufall on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to get there on Thursday. We found out our spot number. I don't know if you heard me whenever you were out there lurking.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
You were 44. So, I guess when do you think you guys are going to get there, you think?
I gotta figure this out. I guess about the same time when we got to 10 kilo, which I think was around 1 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, you probably get there before we do. Because invariably, no matter what, I'll be like, takes me a while to do anything. So I think that Brian with the Vineyard Farmhouse is coming here Sunday night.
Okay.
And he will be here with us until, I guess, Thursday. And then he's going to come, I guess we're going to head out and go that way. And then I think he's camping out of his truck. So, howdy, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
So that week, I'm going to be looking for stuff for me and Brian to do, I guess.
Yep.
So, but anyway.
We'll be there Friday.
And then I think after the meetup is over, if everything is as has already been, Bill from My Alaska wants to come and hang out for a few days here after the meetup's over.
Yeah.
So he's wanting to come.
Nice.
So Brian's before, Bill's after.
Yeah. I talked to him
I understand
maybe a week and a half ago. He said he's coming up here.
Yeah. Well, he's yeah.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's one person I don't think we've ever met in person is Bill.
You never met Bill?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Bill. He's like one of the first people I met at Mid-America.
Yeah.
Whenever we went to the Mid-America YouTube meetup. And I remember him talking to me, and we were talking and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, these big old stars come up in his eyes. And he goes, "That's Jason Crocker." And
Yeah.
he ran off. And I was sitting there going, "Who?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Who?"
You know the first person I met in person from all the YouTube stuff?
Who's that?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
In person at the Oki Expo.
Oh, really?
It was before 10 Killer last year, so you and Tony.
No, you met Amy before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't a YouTuber when I met her.
And probably
No.
Slim Chance, all them Slim Chance, Ryder and Jimmy.
Well, I tell you what, the first people I met were truly the Crockers. Not trying to, but I went down to South Oklahoma. Oh man, that old guy! I know he had a farm or a garden center.
Leon.
Leon, yes, Leon's Garden Center. Yep. And it was Brandon was telling me, get on down there, come on down and see it. And I traveled down there to go meet him. And I went because I was trying to learn how to grow food a little differently. And it was that weekend that they had that big meetup, and they were down there, and they come over and talked to me for a few minutes. So it would have been the Crockers and Jason's ex was there, and I talked to them for a little bit, and not even really knowing who they were. And
I had no idea who they were.
I watched them for a little bit, and then yeah, but that's my first YouTube channel I ever watched, I think.
I think that's the first time I ever saw like, I was like, we were having a pretty good conversation, and all of a sudden, he was out of there. He had them stars. I gotta go give him a hat. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You have to take that back, because the first YouTubers, before we were ever YouTubers, that you ever met was Paragon Ridge Ranch.
There you go.
Yeah.
They were the first ones that
before
we
had a channel.
Yes, before we even had a channel.
Yep.
Paragon Ridge Ranch.
Yeah.
Chrissy and Jeremy. And
Yep.
we met them when they owned the feed store. That's how we met them.
Yep.
So.
At a feed store?
Yeah, they had a feed store.
Cool.
They owned it, and then
well, that was like the second company they started.
Yes, that was the second company.
They started Hitch It in Broken Arrow. They sold these gigantic, well, it's not all they sold, but they had these gigantic tow hooks that you slide in a receiver haul. They call them like mega hooks or something. It was craziness.
I didn't know them then.
You can pick up the whole truck off of this receiver hitch mega hook.
Really?
It was this thing was massive. And I went in there because they sold they're kind of like U-Haul. They'll sell you and install like the receiver hitch into your frame if you don't have a bumper pull setup or whatever, kind of like that. And they made trailers also, but I didn't know that's who they were back then. I just went in there for trailer stuff. And then when we started, this new feed store was going to open up pretty close to us. So we went over there, and that's who they were. And we got to talking to them. I was like, I went to your store in Broken Arrow when you had the trailer place.
Right.
Didn't know them personally back then.
Yeah. And then the second ones were Johnny and Christine. Famous Hat Johnny. I knew him by the hat.
She was stalking y'all. She was watching Christine's video, and she's like, I know what table she's at.
I know where they're at.
And she went over to that table. I'm like, okay, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ate at JL's Barbecue, said Linda Peterson.
Yep.
Yeah, we like our JLs. I told Brian, I said, I'll take you to JL's one day. So we may have to have an impromptu JL's day with people
mini
who
meetup
can make it.
Yeah.
For that.
We need to make another one of those happen.
so we'll have it's going to be when Brian's here. We're going to do an impromptu JL's
Well,
day.
there
and-
you go. You got to let me know when y'all do.
But yeah, Chris might not be able to make it, but yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I might be sick that day.
He might make it to
He
JL.
might make it to JL.
That might be the only thing that makes me feel good. I don't know. I got
Just
sick.
let us know when.
I got sick that morning, and then I called in, and all of a sudden, JL's made me feel better. What is it? Barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, I told him I'd take him over to JL's. He is kind of enthralled a little bit with Route 66. So I'm going to take him over to the Blue Well and stuff like that. And take him, I went to a few places that were really cool that I'd kind of like to go back to the other day on Route 66. I saw some cool old cars. And I
Yes,
thought, well,
Bodie.
take
Yes,
him to
Bodie.
do that. And we're going to hopefully, the ultimate would be able to find an auction on Route 66 somewhere. So,
Well, I think Claremore brags about having the longest strip of Route 66 for quite a ways.
Well, we're going. Yeah, we'll go through there, but I'm gonna drive him down Route 66 for a ways, and there's Narrowway Farm.
Narrowway
I'll tell you what, the later it gets, the more people show up. Thanks for being here for the last 4 minutes.
That's because they know she's still going to be
I
here.
know. They just know that I'm going to still
We've had
be here.
people on lives in the past. We've had people leave and go do stuff, like leave their house and go do things and come home and get back on the computer, and we're still here. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, you're still live? Yes.
Well, usually whenever I pop on, it's at least an hour and something after you guys have started, because I know that you'll still be there.
Right.
Except for that one day.
One night I was shocked. I was like, well, I'll go check out Amy and them, and I'll pop in. I went over and it said streamed 7 minutes ago, and I was like,
missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much. I
Yeah,
could have come in and you could have told me, yeah, thanks for being here for the last 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Johnny's the closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait.
Not today. He was the opener.
I believe he messaged me and he was like, you're already done with the live?
Yeah. Like, wow. No, I went on the actual, on it turns into a video, and I went on to the little and I said,
oh yeah,
I missed it.
That was it. Yeah.
My Country Homestead, they're a good way to visit with folks. They're a good way to get some watch hours.
Yep.
And stuff like that.
And it's just networking too, because we met three. For me anyway, they might not be new to you. You probably know everybody, but I've seen at least 3 new channels that I didn't know about just tonight. So
yeah, and you're sitting there waving a Mountain Dew around.
Yeah. Killing
me, man. Killing me.
Hey, I actually tried one of those Mountain Dew Zero sugar ones.
He actually liked it.
They're good? They're not horrible. I mean, they're not this. I'm a purist, but they're not this, but they're not bad.
They've been selling those originals with real sugar in them, recently.
Yep.
Have you tried those?
Oh yeah. I've tried those.
The
old ones that actually have like real cane sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Mountain Dew out of a glass jar?
Huh?
Have you ever had a Mountain Dew out of a glass jar?
No.
You should try that.
But the Mountain Dew that I always used when I grew up, it had that dude with bare feet and had a little outhouse.
Yeah, it'll tickle your innards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are better.
For a while back in it was probably 5 or 6 years ago at least, they came out with a 4-pack of like the 12-ounce long neck bottles, and they were green glass Mountain Dews in glass bottles, and It tastes different out of glass for sure.
Narrowway Farm says I can't stand Mountain Dew.
Well,
I could stand it. I could stand it a little too much. That's the problem.
Boo, Narrowway.
well, Ronnie, you can taste the orange juice part of it way more when you drink it out of glass bottles. I don't know why.
Well, y'all, we hit the 3-hour mark.
We hit the 3-hour mark.
We hit the 3-hour mark without a Paul case. Without a Paul case. But hey, we got a Tony, we got a Johnny, and we got a Rebecca, and we got Mickey.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you want to know what I'm working on? Do you recognize something?
Oh yeah, I know what you're.
I know what that's for.
Narrowway Farm says 3 hours. Yes.
Yeah. Slow night tonight.
Slowly warming up, but she cooled off pretty quick tonight.
Yeah. I've been known to go longer, but occasionally. Yeah.
That's all right. All right, guys.
So
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Chat. Good night.
Good night.
Rebecca, John, Chris, Amy. Take it easy.
See y'all soon.
Hi, John boy.
Let us know when he's sick.
Mary Ellen or whatever.
Yeah.
Let us know when he's going to be sick, okay, Johnny?
Huh?
Let us know when he needs to be sick, okay?
Well, I can almost tell you that his sick day, he needs to be sick on, let's see, probably right around maybe Tuesday. Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
See y'all later.
Take it easy.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right.
Later.
Thank you all for coming in and spending some hours with us. Make sure to hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.